Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start by thanking you for participating in ABRA's roll call hearings via the WebEx platform provided by the DC Office of Open Government.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, fuck. Just cut off.
There are 7 cases on the calendar today. The first case on the calendar is Hell's Kitchen, case number 22PRO00086, GRNAHK of DC LLC, 652 Worth Street Southwest, license number ABRA 121424. This is a retailer class CR new application. The protest issues an adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. My name is Laverne Fletcher, conducting the roll call hearing as the board's agent. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
My name is Matthew Minora from the law firm of Malleus O'Brien and Sandground, and we represent the applicant.
Thank you. Mr. Minora, could you spell your name for the record, please?
Sure. Matthew is M-A-T-T-H-E-W, and Minora is M-I-N-O-R-A.
Thank you. Present on behalf of ANC 6D.
Good morning, Ms. Fletcher. Edward Daniels, Chair ANC 6D, EDWARD-DANIELS.
Thank you, Mr. Daniels. ANC 6D does have standing as a protestant. Mr. Daniels, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Is there still a cooperative agreement pending approval by the ANC?
There is.
Okay, so we're gonna schedule mediation, a status hearing and a protest hearing, so we'll discuss it during mediation.
Okay.
If the matter has not been resolved before then.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, the status hearing is scheduled for September 20, no, I'm sorry. Actually, that's not correct. The status hearing is scheduled for September 14. September 14, 2022 at 10:30. The protest hearing is set for October 5, 2022 at 1:30. I will give you the next available day for mediation. The next available day is Thursday, August 18, anytime between 10 and 1.
If it's okay with Chair Daniels, can we push the mediation until September, just to give the parties time to discuss things, potentially?
That's fine. Yep.
Then what we'll do then, the status hearing is September 14, so how about Tuesday, September 6th?
Yes,
I
Scott,
don't think that they have a meeting at all.
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Excuse me, someone whose number ends in 11 needs to mute themselves. We can hear your telephone conversation. Thank you. What about Tuesday, September 6th, or if you would prefer the week of the status hearing, we could do it then as well.
September 6th works for us.
And yeah, September 6th is fine. Anytime before
Shut me down
5.
so I
Yeah.
can hear myself.
Mr. Minora, you prefer afternoon?
Yes, please, if that's possible.
What about 1:30 in the afternoon on September 6th?
Works for me.
Sure, that's
I
great.
just, I gotta, if I lose Laverne, then you're gonna have to send it back to me because I'm terrible at this. Okay, let me see. Okay.
Okay, just for the court reporter, that was Karen Cruz, C-R-U-S-E speaking.
And it's,
Ms. Cruz,
what's it
anytime
done?
somebody
What's your
speaks, the court
email?
reporter needs to know who it is. Ms. Cruz is from a different case, but she's just letting me know
Wait,
Ms. Cruz, I see you.
SYO, and you popped up.
If you
Okay.
disappear, I'll know you were here.
Started. Okay, I'm sending it right now.
The mediation in the matter of Hell's Kitchen
Okay,
is
and
scheduled for.
if you're not on for some reason, I will tell her that you're trying to get on. Okay, and we're last, so, okay. Bye-bye.
I'm going to let this conversation end for the person whose number ends in 11. Thank you. A mediation is scheduled for September 6th at 1:30 p.m. Thank you very much. The roll call hearing in the matter of Hell's Kitchen is concluded. The next case on the calendar is Kendry, Washington, D.C., The Wharf. Case number 22PRO0087, Wharf Parcel 8 Hotel TRS, Leaseholder LLC, 655 Water Street Southwest, license number ABRA 121347. This is a retailer class CR new application. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. My name is Laverne Fletcher, conducting the roll call hearing as the board's agent. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
I am Ms. Fletcher, Matthew Minora.
Mr. Minora, can you spell your name again?
Sure, MATTHEW MINORA.
Thank you. And present on behalf of ANC 6D?
Yes, Edward Daniels, ANC 60 EDWARD DANIELS.
Thank you, Mr. Daniels. I have a question for you regarding the cooperative agreement. ANC 60 has not yet voted or finalized the pending cooperative agreement?
No, not yet.
Okay, thank you. We'll schedule mediation in a moment, and so we'll work on that at during the mediation. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, thank you.
And are we setting the mediation out further to give you an opportunity to resolve that matter prior to mediation?
Sure, that's fine.
Thank you. I'll give you the date of the status and protest hearing first.
Okay.
The status hearing is scheduled for August 31st, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. August 31st. The protest hearing is set for September 21, 2022 at 1:30. I'll see how close we can get to the status hearing for the mediation. The status hearing is on the 31st. We can do mediation on that Friday, August 26th.
Could we actually move it to the Monday, please? I'm not going to be available the 24th, or excuse me, the 25th or 26th.
You want to move it to the 29th, Mr. Minor?
If that works for everybody else.
Is that okay with you, Mr. Daniels?
Yes, definitely.
We can make it 1:30 on Monday, August 29th.
Okay.
Great.
Mediation is set for Monday, August 29 at 1:30 p.m. Thank you. The roll call hearing in this matter is concluded.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The next case on the calendar is Hornblower Cruises and Events, LLC. This is case number 22PRO00076, 211 North Union Street, Alexandria, Virginia, 22314. Retailer Class C, marine vessel. This is a license renewal. For administrative convenience, there are 3 cases under this case number of 22PRO00075.
Is this Ms. Fletcher on the phone by any chance?
Excuse me, who's speaking?
Oh, hi. This is Commissioner Lowe's from 2E06. How are you? I
Hi,
apologize.
Miss Lowe, excuse me, just one second. Because you're speaking, can you spell your name and state it again for the court reporter?
Sure. Commissioner Gwendolyn Lowe's, LOHSE, ANC 2E06. And
Okay,
I have,
Ms. Lowe, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I had several protestants who couldn't get on the phone. I want to make sure we haven't reviewed the Avery Hotel yet.
Yeah, I haven't called that case yet, but
Thank you. Sorry
we'll
to-
talk about it when I do. But thanks for letting me know. I'm gonna get back to case number, excuse me, I'm gonna get back to case number 22PRO75. That is the only case that I'm discussing at this moment.
Hello, can you hear me?
Who's speaking?
Hi, my name is Makbuba Lund. We had a roll call at 10 a.m., but we couldn't connect until now.
Okay, excuse me, who's speaking, please?
Makbuba Lund.
Can you spell your name for the record, please?
Sure, MAKHBUBA.
Is that your first or last name?
My first name.
Your last name, please?
LUND.
I have not yet called your case, but thanks for letting me know you're here.
Okay, my neighbor's
Okay,
also
excuse
here.
me, no more communication between you and me at this moment. I am in the process of calling a different case.
Sure, okay, I'll wait.
I'll get to you when I call your case.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I am going to get back to case number 22 PRO 00075, and please no one else speak unless you are a part of case number 22 PRO 0075 Hornblower Cruises and Events LLC. Thank you very much. As I was saying, for administrative convenience, there are 3 establishments under this one case number. I'm going to state for the record what those 3 cases are. They are as follows: trading as Cherry Blossom, trading as Admiral Tilp, trading as Miss Mallory. Those are the 3 case numbers under 22 PRO 0075. Who is present on behalf of the applicant, please?
I am Ms. Fletcher, Matthew Minora from the law firm of Mallory Sobrine and Sandground, MATTHEW MINORA.
Thank you, Mr. Minora. And on behalf of ANC 6D?
Yes, Edward Daniels, EDWARD DANIELS.
Thank you, Mr. Daniels. The protest issues in this matter are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. My name is Laverne Fletcher, conducting the roll call hearing as the board's agent. I'm going to give you the dates for the status and protest hearing, and then I'll give you the date for mediation. The day for the status hearing is September 28th. That's September 28th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. The protest hearing is set for October 26, 2022 at 1:30. I will give you the next available day for mediation.
And Ms. Fletcher, if the ANC is withdrawing this protest, should I wait for the mediation date or should I address that now?
Well, you can address it now. Mr. Daniels, if you intend to withdraw, and we'll just note that for the record, and I will give you a date for mediation, but make a note that we expect to withdraw prior to the date of the mediation.
Thank you.
You're welcome very much. And okay, so Mr. Daniels, is that the case that you expect to withdraw the protest prior to whatever date I give you?
Yes, the ANC will be withdrawing the protest, and I will
Okay.
get that over to you in writing as well.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm making a note of that right now. Just for the purpose of the process, I'll give you the date for these status and protest hearing. And of course, you know, that'll all be canceled once we receive the withdrawal. Okay, 1 second, please. I'll give you the next available day for mediation. The next available day for mediation is August the 18th. Do you need more time than that to withdraw, Mr. Daniels? Do you need to take a vote?
No, we'll be getting this over to you by close of business today.
Oh, okay, thank you. Well, then I will just schedule the mediation for Thursday, August 18 at 1:30, just because we need to schedule a date.
Sure, thank you.
And I've made a note that the withdrawal is coming, and I'll cancel it.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to send out a WebEx invitation. I'll give you time to send me the withdrawal first.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And just to confirm, because we got a lot of different cases going on here, I'm confirming that this is case number 22PRO0075. It includes Cherry Blossom. Right, Mr. Daniels?
Yes, Cherry Blossom, Admiral Tilp, and Miss Mallory.
That's exactly right. Thank
Yes.
you.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give you the status and protest hearing date for that anyway. The status hearing is scheduled for September 28th at 10:30. The protest hearing is set for October 26th, 2022 at 1:30. Unless there are any questions regarding this matter, the roll call hearing in this matter is concluded. The next case on the calendar is Hornblower Cruises and Elements LLC. The case number is 22PRO00076. In this matter, for administrative convenience, there are 8 establishments under case number 22PRO0076. The address is 211 North Union Street, Alexandria, Virginia, 22314. This is a retailer. These are retailer Class C marine vessels. These are license renewals. The 8 names for the establishments under this case number are Matthew Hayes, trading as Matthew Hayes, trading as Commander Jock, trading as Miss Kristen, trading as Potomac Taxi 1, trading as Potomac Taxi 2, trading as Potomac Taxi 3, trading as Potomac Taxi 4, and trading as Lady Josephine. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
Hi, Ms. Fletcher. Matthew Minora from the law firm of Malleus O'Brien and Sandground, MATTHEW
Thank you. And on behalf of ANC 6D?
Yes, Edward Daniels, Chair ANC 6D, Edward EDWARD, Daniels DANIELS.
Thank you. ANC 6D does have standing as a protestant.
And Ms. Fletcher, should I also say that we will be withdrawing the protest for this, all of these entities as well?
Yes, thank you. Mr. Daniels, I've made a note of that. And in this case, do you also intend to withdraw today?
Yes, and intend to withdraw today, and I'll have that letter to you by close of business by 5 p.m. today.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Mr. Daniels. I will, just for the record, first give you the date for the status hearing and the protest hearing. The day for the status hearing is September 28th at 10:30. The day for the protest hearing is October 26th at 1:30. So we've set a date for mediation for Cherry Blossom. Let's see here. Let me ask you something. If you're going to be dismissing these cases as well, Mr. Daniels and Mr. Minora, do you want to go ahead and set the date for mediation for that one also for August 18 at 1:30, just to keep them all together?
Sure,
Sure.
thank you.
So mediation for this batch of cases is also set for Thursday, August 18 at 1:30. Okay. The roll call hearing in this matter is concluded. The next case on the calendar is Hornblower Cruises and Events LLC, trading as Odyssey Cruises, case number 22PRO00077, 600 Water Street Southwest, number D, license number ABRA 022107. This is a retailer Class C marine vessel license renewal. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. Who is present on behalf of the applicant, please?
I am Ms. Fletcher. My name is Matthew Minora from the law firm of Malleus O'Brien and Sandground, MATTHEW
Mr. Minora, would you spell O'Brien and Malleus?
Sure. Malleus is MALLIOS, and O'Brien is O''BRIEN.
Thank you very much. And present on behalf of ANC 6D?
Yes, Edward Daniels, Chair ANC 6D, Edward EDWARD, Daniels DANIELS.
Thank you, Mr. Daniels. ANC 6D does have standing as a protestant. We need to set a date for mediation, a status hearing, and a protest hearing.
And we'd also, I'm sorry, Mr. Fletcher, we'd also be
that's okay,
withdrawing,
Mr. Daniels.
we'd also be withdrawing this protest today.
Okay. Mr. Daniels, I have made a note of that. And I will go ahead and schedule the mediation for that one as well on August 18 at 1:30.
Okay.
Is that okay with you, Mr. Minora?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
will give you the date that has been scheduled for the status hearing and the protest hearing. The status hearing has been scheduled for September 28th at 10:30. The protest hearing has been scheduled for October 26th at 1:30. There are no questions in this matter. The roll call hearing in this matter is concluded.
Thank you, Ms. Fletcher. And if I could just ask a
You're
question
very
while Chair
welcome.
Daniels is here. I was just wondering if the Gordon Ramsay Fish and Chips establishment will be handled at a later status here, or excuse me, a roll call date. I just want to make sure that it didn't fall through the cracks so they're all at the same time.
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time, Mr. Menor?
There was another application that came out around the same time. It was Gordon Ramsay Fish and Chips. It's located right near the Hell's Kitchen establishment, and I believe the placard and dates were all the same. But I just want to make sure that that was included as well, or if it was supposed to be. Just as there was discussion of that in the email string last week, and I just didn't notice it on the updated calendar.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm gonna try to increase my volumes. For some reason, it has gone down. Excuse me 1 second. But it did. Okay, Mr. Menor, can you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry.
I was just inquiring about the status of the license applicant GRNAFC of DC LLC. License number 121423. I just wasn't sure if that was supposed to be included in this hearing or it's going to be dealt with at a later date.
Well, it was supposed to be included with this hearing. Yes, but Mr. Menor, any particular reason why you were thinking it would be at a later date?
I just wasn't. I didn't see it on this this updated calendar, so that's why I wanted to just make sure it didn't administratively get mixed up because there are a lot of similarly named applicants all at the same time and similar addresses.
And so
and that one, oh, I'm sorry, Ms. Fletcher. I know that I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna answer Mr. Menor's question. So Mr. Menor, the calendar was updated at the very last minute. So it's on there now, and I sent an updated calendar to you and Mr. Daniels, but it was at the very last minute, so you may not have seen it yet.
Okay. Sorry about that then.
That's okay. Yeah, I sent it at the very last minute because this all happened at the last minute, and so you'll see a copy of it. Mr. Daniels,
Yeah,
what were you
no,
saying?
thank you. Yeah, I also, I guess I didn't see the update as well. But yeah, I know that one we will be, if there was a protest, we'll be withdrawing that protest as well because we voted to support that license application.
Okay, I'm going to go back to that case, and I'm going to make a note of that, Mr. Daniels. That is one that you intend to withdraw.
Yes.
Okay, so I have made a note of that. Second. Okay, and so that mediation set for September 6th at 1:30, of course, will be canceled once we receive the withdrawal.
But to be clear, I'm not talking about the Hell's Kitchen application that we discussed earlier. I'm talking about the Gordon Ramsay Fish and Chips application.
Oh yeah, and so Ms.
I
Fletcher, I'm
thought
sorry.
that was
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, that was Hell's Kitchen. I don't see fish and chips on the updated schedule that you sent out.
Oh, okay. Okay, because actually, Mr. Menor, that's what I thought we were talking about when you mentioned, okay, I understand what you're saying. And so, okay, so Hell's Kitchen, Fish and Chips. It's not on the calendar today. That's Mr. Menor, that's what you were referring to.
Correct. But if it's just going to be added to a status hearing, or excuse me, a roll call hearing for next week, and Commissioner Daniels said they're going to withdraw the protest anyway, then it's all moot. I just wanted to make sure I didn't want it to not get addressed either this week or next week.
Well, what I will do, Mr. Daniels, do you intend to withdraw fish and chips as well?
Yeah, we'll be withdrawing the protest today as well.
I'm just gonna make a note of that. And that's Gordon Ramsay, right?
Yes.
Correct.
And so if you do that, it won't make it to a roll call hearing calendar, but I've made a note that that withdrawal is coming.
Okay, thank you.
And Matt, I'll make sure to copy you on all of these withdrawal letters as well.
Great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So, Mr. Menor, thanks for bringing that up. I know which case you're referring to.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chips, you're welcome. The next case on the calendar is Hornblower Cruises and Events LLC, case number 22PRO00078, 600 Water Street Southwest, license number ABRA 077414. This is a retailer Class C marine vessel license renewal. For administrative convenience, 4 vessels, 4 establishments have been named under case number 22PRO00078. Those 4 vessels are Trading as Spirit of Mount Vernon, Trading as Spirit of Baltimore 2, Trading as the Capital Elite, Trading as National Elite.
Some people said, I never knew you were that strong physically.
Sounds like.
And then they said I started throwing food all over the White House. Now, I have too much respect for the White House.
Miss Cruz.
You could sort of believe, that. But
Miss Cruz.
I'm going to be jumping into the seat, grabbing a wheel.
Okay, thank you.
This big, powerful guy, his dick is like this, and grab it. I'm going to take him.
And this is the same event that featured an exhibit with an actual convicted January 6th.
I'm hearing a lot of talking in the background. I can't tell where it's coming from though, but I'm just going to proceed. Mr. Menor and Mr. Daniels, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. The address for these establishments are 600 Water Street Southwest. These are license renewals. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. My name is Laverne Fletcher, conducting the roll call hearing as the board's agent. Who is present on behalf of the establishment?
I, Ms. Fletcher, Matthew Menora from the law firm of Melios O'Brien and Sandground, MATTHEWMINORA.
And Mr. Menora, can you spell O'Brien and Melios?
Sure. Melios is MALLIOS and O'Brien is O''BRIEN.
Thank you. And present on behalf of ANC 6D?
Yes, Edward Daniels, Chair, ANC 6D, EDWARD, DANIELS.
What's happening with these, Mr. Daniels?
Yes, this is our last one here, so we will also be withdrawing this protest today.
Okay, thank you very much. I will go ahead then and just add this mediation to the others scheduled for August 18 at 1:30, just to keep them all together.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Menor, is that okay with you?
Yes, thank you.
I will go ahead and give you the status and protest hearing dates for those. The status hearing is September 28th at 10:30. The protest hearing is October 26th at 1:30. Mr. Menorah and Mr. Daniels, those are all of the cases that you have on the calendar today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. And so, Mr. Daniels, we'll just be on the lookout for the withdrawals, and then we'll get everything taken care of.
Yep, I'll get those over to you today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anything, Mr. Menorah?
Nope, I think that's it. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. The roll call hearing is concluded. The last case on the calendar for today is the Avery. This is case number 22PRO 00082 TBC P Street Hotel LLC, 2616 P Street Northwest, license number ABRA 121441. This is a retailer class C. Bed and breakfast. It is a new application. The protest issues are adverse impact on peace, order, and quiet. My name is Laverne Fletcher, conducting the roll call hearing as the board's agent. Who is present on behalf of the applicant?
My name is Makbuba Lund.
No, yeah.
You're representing the Avery?
No. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
who is present on behalf of the Avery?
Good morning, Sidon Johannes here present on behalf of the Avery, and that is SIDONYOHANNES.
Thank you. And who's present on behalf of ANC 2E?
Commissioner Gwendolyn Lowe's, that's LOHSE, and I'm in ANC 2E06 where the applicant resides.
Thank you, Ms. Loesch. Can you spell your first name for the record, please?
Yes, Gwendolyn, GWENDOLYN.
Thank you. And present on behalf of the Citizens Association of Georgetown?
Good morning, I'm Karen Cruz.
Thank you, Ms. Cruz. Ms. Cruz, would you please spell your name?
Yes, Karen, Karen, Cruz, CRUSE.
Thank you. We have several groups of individuals. We have a group of 6. Is there anyone present by the name of, well, the last name is Lund, Lund?
Correct, yes.
Ms. Lund, what is your telephone number?
347-530-7992.
Okay, so that's your telephone number I see there. Would you please spell your name and state it for the record?
Makbuba, MAKHBUBA.
And can you spell your last name, please?
LUND.
Are there any other members present from your group today?
Yes, one moment.
Yes, Robert and Beverly Stout, ROBERTSTOUT.
Yep. Anyone else?
Yes, and my wife Beverly, BEVERLYSTOUT.
Is Beverly present?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, one moment.
Good morning. Robert and Linda Yan. The last name is spelled YAHN. First name Robert, ROBERT, and Linda, my wife, LINDA.
Thank you. Is Linda present today?
Yes, she is.
Yes, I am.
Thank you, Linda. Everyone present signed the protest letter? Yes?
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone else?
This is Robert.
Is there anyone else present from this group?
This is Robert Hedham. I think we're in a different.
Mr. Hedham, I haven't called your group yet,
Oh, okay, thank you.
but I'll spell your name since you said it. It's Hetem. I'll
That's
call
correct.
Mr. Hedham's group in a moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Ms. Lund, there are 5 individuals present from your group today, which means that your group is granted standing as a protestant.
Also, my husband is not here at the moment.
It's okay. There are 5 of you present. If he shows up, we'll add him, but there are 5 of you present.
Yes, correct. Yes.
Okay, thank you. If he shows up, we will add him.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Fletcher, just for the record, my name is David
Who's
Abrams.
speaking?
I just
Excuse
joined
me.
in. David Abrams.
Okay, Mr. Abrams, you're with Mr. Hedham's group, aren't you?
I'm with Ms. Lowe's. I had filed a protest letter.
Okay, so let me be clear about something here. Mr. Abrams, you filed the protest, right?
Correct.
Okay, you're saying that you're here with ANC 2E?
Well, I'm here with the group that's protesting the application.
Well, that's what I thought. You're
Yeah.
with a group of individuals.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, so I'll call your case in a moment.
Okay, yeah, and I'm just here as an observer. I'm not going to say anything during the
Well,
meeting.
no, that's okay. You filed the protest. I've got your protest in the protest file.
Okay. All right.
I'm just
Thank you.
making, I'm only noting for clarity for the court reporter
Sure.
that Mr. Abrams is not a part of this case. I have not called Mr. Abrams' case yet. But Mr. Abrams, because you're speaking, can you spell your name for the record, please?
Sure. David, and the last name is Abrams. ABRAMS.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Ms. Lund, just to recap, your group of 6 has been granted standing as protestants because at least 5 of you are present today.
Thank you.
Of 7, represented by Mr. Hedham. Mr. Hedham, are you present? Hetem? Is Mr. Hedham present?
That's me. Yeah. Yes. Robert Hedham.
Okay, Mr. Hedham, your telephone number ends in 11?
Yes.
Thank you. Would you please spell your name for the record?
ROBERT. Last name Hedham. HETEM.
Thank you. Is anyone else present from your group today?
Yes.
If you could just state your name and spell it for the record, please.
Yes. It's Constance Zimmer. CONSTANCE. Zimmer. ZIMMER. ZIMMER.
Thank you. Anyone else? Is anyone else present? Yes. Anyone else present from the group represented by Mr. Hedham?
I think David Abrams is in our group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know. Mr.
Okay.
Abrams,
Yes, ma'am.
could you state your name and spell it for the record, please?
Yeah, it's David Abrams. ABRAMS.
Thank you. Anyone else from Mr. Hedham's group? Okay. Mr. Hedham?
Yes.
There are 3 members present from your group today, which means that your group is granted conditional standing, which means that at the upcoming status hearing, 2 more people will need to appear for the status hearing who are not present today. At that time, the board will grant full standing to your group. The board needs to see at least 5 people in person, so to speak. 3 of you are present today. 2 more will need to appear for the upcoming status hearing. If 2 more additional people do not appear for the upcoming status hearing, the board may dismiss your protest. So just bring the 2 additional people for the status hearing. Any questions about that?
We will do that. No.
Thank you. Your group of 7 is granted conditional standing. We
Ms.
also,
Fletcher, may I butt in for a minute? This is Karen
Ms.
Cruz.
Cruz? Oh,
Yes.
yes, Ms. Cruz.
I'm not so sure if all the protestants, since they haven't done this before, are aware of the process, but Mr. Hedham and his wife have identified themselves, I had thought, as budding neighbors, which obviously puts them into a different category as well. Could you check and clarify on that?
Yeah, let me check that. I didn't see that. Let me see if they included that in the protest letter, Ms. Cruz. Mr. Hedham, did your protest include that you consider yourself to be an abutting property owner?
Yes, definitely.
One minute. I am looking at your protest letter, Mr. Hedham. Just a minute, please.
And this is Sidon Johannes, just for the record, I just want to note that I don't see a reference to or the protest indicating that they want to protest as a budding property owner. So if it is here, I'd like if I could be directed as to where.
I don't see it yet. I'm just double checking.
Sure.
I'm just double checking. Sure I'm not missing anything here. I didn't see it earlier. So, Mr. Hedham, you thought you included in your protest letter that you were filing as an abutting property owner?
Yeah.
I don't see it. The protest letter that I have for you is the one that you signed along with Ms. Zimmer, Zimmer. And to
We have a bad,
say that again, Mr. Hedham.
we have a bad phone. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm not going to grant standing to Mr. Hedham as an abutting property owner because I don't see that protest letter. If that turns out to be the case, we'll address it at a different time. For the purpose of the roll call hearing today, Mr. Hedham is not considered an abutting property owner, but he is the designated representative as a group of 7. He is a protestant representing a group of 7. Thank you, Ms. Cruz. I didn't find it in the file. So that's what I'm going to have to go with today. We have one more protestant in this matter. Is there someone here from the Jerusalem Baptist Church? There's no one present from the Jerusalem Baptist Church. So they actually dismissed for two reasons. They're not present, but churches do not have standing as Protestants. And so the Jerusalem Baptist Church is dismissed. So we have for the ABRA, we have as Protestants ANC 2E, granted standing. The Citizens Association of Georgetown granted standing. The group of six represented by Ms. Lund, L-U-N-D, is granted standing. The group of seven represented by Mr. Hedem, H-E-T-E-M, is granted conditional standing because three members from that group are present today and two more need to appear at the upcoming status hearing. The Jerusalem Baptist Church is dismissed because churches do not have standing and they are not present today. We need to set a date for a status hearing, a protest hearing, and a mediation. I'm going to give you the date for the status and protest hearing first. The status hearing is set for September 14 at 10:30 a.m. September 14 at 10:30 a.m. for the status hearing. The protest hearing is set for October 5. October 5 at 1:30 p.m. Give you the next available day for mediation. The next available day is Tuesday, August 23rd at 10 or 11 a.m.
That could be later. This is Commissioner Lowe's. We will probably need another date because several of the protestants will be out of town at that date.
Okay,
And we are working on, we are meeting all the abutting neighbors, the ANC and CAG have met in person with the applicant to discuss potential terms. So we would like more time before we have a mediation anyway.
Then what about Wednesday, September 7 at 10, 11? Does that work for you, Ms. Loge?
I think people should be back then, and we'll also have time to meet with the applicant at that point, so we can check in with you at that date.
Ms. Johannes, does that work for you?
Yes, that's fine. September 7th at 11 a.m.
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
September 7 at 11. 1 second, please. Mediation is set for Wednesday, September 7 at 11. And just to clarify, Ms. Loesch, there are no abutting property owners, but you're saying that you and all of the individual protestants have met with the establishment and that you're going to continue your efforts to try to resolve this matter before mediation?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Okay, then you've got the dates, we've got mediation set. The matter is resolved before mediation. You can just let us know and we'll cancel it as well as the status and protest hearing. Any questions at all? You're welcome. Any questions, anybody?
It might be moot, but if the abutting neighbors, of which there were several, find the documentation that they had indicated that they were actually abutting neighbors, what would be the procedure for them to get it back before you?
If they filed as abutting property owners before the petition deadline, which was which was July. The petition deadline to file a protest was July 18, 2022. If anyone filed a protest claiming to be abutting prior to the petition deadline, then we would have to take that into consideration, but the protest letter would need to have been submitted prior to September 18. I didn't see it in the file, but you know, things happen. But if that's available, then we'll make the necessary correction.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Ms. Cruz. Anybody else?
Nothing for the applicant.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. See you soon or not. Let us know.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Okay, you too. The roll call hearing is concluded.